being a citizen, Finnish citizen, the state powers to intervene in his activities are limited. So it means that Simon Ekpa, like he said, stand a very big chance of walking out free without any charges placed against him, unless there is evidence beyond reasonable doubt to believe that Simon Ekpa is engaging in terrorism activities. Simon Ekpa is a leader or have connection with terrorist group. That's when Simon case will be. But at this moment in time, one IPOP are not terrorist organization. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. Yes, we have a latest update and very good news as well regarding our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. This lawyer, this person you are seeing, his picture is professor of criminal law. He's a lawyer in University of Eastern Finland, in Finland. He has come out to, give his own take regarding Prime Minister's case, and he said that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will win his case anywhere he's been taken to, and also that Prime Minister stand a chance of walking out free without charges against him. He said, as Ekpa is a Finnish citizen, the state powers to intervene in his activities are limited. Incitement against a national group could be one potential crime, but the Nigerian central government can't really be considered a national group. Do you hear that? Incitement against a national group could be one potential crime, but the Nigerian central government can't really be considered a national group, said Tarvani, professor of criminal law and procedure at the University of Eastern Finland. Nigeria considered the IPOP and its armed wing to be terrorist organization, but the European Union has not clarified them as such. According to Tarvani, the international clarification of organization is irrelevant in serious crimes. It is essential to consider whether these organizations met the elements of terrorism as defined in Finnish law. He said, if they are deemed to be terrorist organization, then the law provides many opportunities to intervene. Even the slightest contact with such an organization is punishable. Tarvani explained. Finnish authority should find out what these groups are doing in practice in Nigeria, the professor said. He sees Ekpa's activities as exceptional in Finnish terms. There has never been a similar situation before, where there has been defiance against a foreign government like this from Finland, he noted. The Finnish Security and Intelligence Service, SUPO, declined to comment on Ekpa. Under the new intelligence law, SUPO no longer conducts preliminary investigation, but if necessary, consult with the police who are responsible for criminal investigation. The National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, also declined to comment on the case. National NCP has also not commented on it. The main opposition party, led by former Finance and Interior Minister Petro Opo, has been leading public opinion polls for more than a year ahead of this spring's Finnish parliamentary election coming up very soon. So my people, it's very, very clear and obvious that our Prime Minister keep winning, and very soon he will be vindicated of all the charges, all the accusations on him. he will walk free. Like this man said, that it's difficult to intervene under Finnish law, and Ekpa, being a citizen, Finnish citizen, the state powers to intervene in his activities are limited. So it means that Simon Ekpa, like he said, stand a very big chance of walking out free without any charges placed against him, unless there is evidence beyond reasonable doubt to believe that Simon Ekpa is engaging in terrorism activities. Simon Ekpa is a leader or have connection with terrorist group. That's when Simon case will be. But at this moment in time, one, IPOP are not terrorist organization. The European Union has not recommended or consider the IPOP and its armed wing to be a terrorist organization. Like he said here, he said Nigeria considered the IPOP and its armed wing to be terrorist organization, but the European Union has not classified them as such. The European Union has not accused or labeled IPOP as a terrorist organization. So you see that Prime Minister will defeat them anywhere, because now, according to the Nigerian government, they said IPOP is a terrorist organization. That's what they accuse IPOP in Nigeria. But the European Union, being a very big organization, and International Criminal Court, and other organizations, international bodies, has not classified them, IPOP, as such. So, which means that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has nothing to do with terrorist whatever activities based on the accusation from Nigeria. So all this thing is what Finland government will look into, and they will now see that Simon Ekpa has no connection. And you recall that Finnish prosecutor, they have investigated and they have come up with proof that says last month or last year that Simon Ekpa has no link to the organization, any terrorist organization they accuse him of. So all these things is something that will prove and will show you that Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, will walk out free without any charge. Even if they charge him for this terrorism, whatever, that Simon Ekpa can defeat them, according to this man. Like I said, he's a criminal, he's a professor of a criminal law in eastern part of Finland. So he has studied this case and he has gone through this case, and he said that Simon Ekpa stand a very big chance of walking away free without any charges because of because of the situation of this case. That when you look at it, and he did also say about a lot of things about Simon Ekpa, that Simon Ekpa has not engaged in anything terrorism before, and he has not committed any crime before. His record is clean in Finland, that he has not committed anything. Like what he says here, he said there has never been a similar situation before where there has been defense against a foreign government like this from Finland, he noted. So my people, you see, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will come out free without any charges.
Because he has defeated Nigeria in Finland, and he has conquered the Finland police who came from Lateef, who came to do what? To invite him, to interrogate him, who hold this as a kind of an allegation against him. They have gone to the court and find out that what this man was doing was never against the law, neither is it anything to attach with terrorism. Yes, the professor of the criminalism in Finland has finally come out and clear it openly, because he's one of the Ekpa's lawyer in Finland. You understand? In Finland anyway, in the case of allegedly terrorism charged, which Nigeria leveled against Simon Ekpa. And the man has finally come out and said that anywhere in the world that Nigeria is not a nation. And on that note and that point, I agreed with him in that angle, because a nation is, what is a nation? A nation is a place or people or a person who carry many things that is productive, that carry productivity inside, that brings something productive outside. A nation is is a country that carries something as it's like a pregnant woman that is the pregnant of a child. You understand? That is expecting to deliver, and after delivery, that which he or that which she have delivered will grow up and begin to bring out positivity. You understand? Not just to the family and not just to himself, but to the entire world and the people around him or her. That is a nation. But when it comes to Nigeria, they don't produce, they don't give birth, rather they kill. Because it's a country, a nation that keep potentials, that set back good news. They don't promote good news. That's why they don't move forward, rather they are going backward. You see, that's why he said they are not a nation, and that is why I agree with them. You don't keep potentials. A nation doesn't keep potentials, because a woman, I've never seen a woman except a witch or a wicked mother will become pregnant and have the heart to kill that child that is in her womb, because she did not know and she can never tell the future of that child. Because somebody like Donald Trump today was once a baby in a woman's womb. You understand? And even the mother killed him, he wouldn't have become #1 citizen of America, #1 citizen of the world today. You see why I said it's like a nation is like a womb man who carry a child ready to bear, and who know not what the future of the child will be or is going to be. For that reason, you have to nurture the child and give birth to that child. You understand me? So now, the man is now speaking in this angle, that referring Nigeria as a country that is not a nation. See the way he qualified Nigeria. And he's not speaking good. And he went ahead and said that Simon Ekpa is going to defeat Nigeria anywhere in the world with all his findings, because he has defeated Nigeria in Finland, and he has conquered the Finland police who came from Lateef, who came to do what? To invite him, to interrogate him, who hold this as a kind of an allegation against him. They have gone to the court and found out that what this man was doing was never against the law, neither is it anything to attach with terrorism. His hands are clean. No wonder Nigeria is running away. Finland invited them. Oh, yeah, come and defend what you said. They run away. Oh, yeah, come to ICC to defend it. They are running away. I don't know where they are standing. No wonder. This is what Nigeria have seen. Because this man, this is a professor, not just a lawyer. You understand? He's a professor. When you talk of criminality or criminalism, you understand? He's a professor in that area. When it comes in the angle of terrorist acts, terrorist, anything terrorist, is a professor. Do you know what it means for somebody to, to be called a professor or to become a professor of a particular thing, a particular course? It's not something of a day. The man might have, handled or might have seen many cases in different form, in different angle. The man might have handled many issues before now. And according to EU and the UN, and according to the law of the Finland, he said that Simon Ekpa is not guilty and is going to march out without any charges. That he now, pressing the charges and forward and the motion of encouragement, the word of boldness and confidence in Simon Ekpa, that anywhere in the world, at any time, at any point, Nigeria should come up and challenge his client. That his client, as he defeated them in Finland, is going to defeat them anywhere in the world, even in EU or in UN. So, and I am waiting for Nigeria to come up with their challenges. Yeah, let them come up. Bring it on.
But since CDS Musa come out and say that what they fight for the completion of Simon Ekpa extradition,
then you fight for Simon Ekpa.
But now we can see that Ekpa's Anthony now, Mr. Tarvani, is saying another thing. That
Tarvani is not saying another thing. Tarvani is educating Nigeria of what they don't know. He's educating CDS Musa of what they know nothing about. He said, first and foremost, my client, you call him a terrorist, and let's go to the court. You understand? He was suspended and was interrogated, and he was taken to the court. And let's start it from our place, Finland, being our citizen. And they took him to court. Series of questions, interrogations, and investigations went underground, unknowingly to Nigeria, based on the fact of what Simon Ekpa has presented, regard to what Nigeria have tagged him off. You understand? No good nation will like to hear anything or to accommodate anything terrorism. And now they are saying it that, this young man terrorist, okay, and he's our citizen. Let's handle. And Nigeria told them, CDS Musa was jumping up on Al Jazeera, that is ready to appear in ICC. Is ready to do the that I have a concrete evidence whatsoever. CDS Musa, have you ever appeared in Finland where Simon Ekpa is? And you people say that he has been in prison for years. Oh yeah, go now. You that is not in prison, go and face him. And he has never visited Finland to defend the allegation which they leveled against Simon Ekpa. He has not been in Finland to defend it. And okay, the ICC, you say you are ready. Oh yeah, now. What are you still waiting for? Let me tell you the truth. Had it been that the CDS Musa and Nigeria is truly having any concrete fact against Simon Ekpa, my beloved, they will not say it out. They will act on it. You will see them parading in ICC, making sure that ICC handle that case. But because they know that they were liars, bunch of liars, they don't have anything against him. And they know that Simon Ekpa is not fighting unjustly, he's fighting for justice. And what he was fighting for was his rights. And that's why you see them. They will only come on air to deceive those that they can deceive. They cannot fool me again. For a very long time now, Nigeria have been lying. And I used to follow them. I used to agree. I used to believe them. But now, I've come to realize that I have been misled. I have been deceived for many years by this so-called Nigeria. You understand me? So, now, I am no longer until I see. You understand? Until I do what? I see. All full of lies. No atom of truth.
So what's your take as regards the EU saying that IPOB is not a terrorist group? According to Anthony, Mr. Tarvani, he said, EU have not seen IPOB as a terrorist group.
Yes. Why he says so? Because he took the matter to EU. I've told you before that Finland is a member of EU. They are part of European Union. Okay? And they are part of NATO because they joined NATO in 2001. They are one of the Europeans. And according to the law, and that is the procedures and the process they are following in the case of Simon Ekpa, the EU have never come because he took the matter to them and present it to them, and then cross-check the file of Simon Ekpa. They cross-check the acts of Simon Ekpa. They cross-check every activities pertaining to Simon Ekpa, any involvement of Simon Ekpa, based on what Nigeria have leveled against him. They go through it. They have rules. They have regulations. And they themselves open their own charter and chapter. And they discover that what the young man was doing has never go against their own law. That in fact what he was doing was part of what them put in their own law. So that was why they did not and they cannot open their mouth and call him a terrorist or charge him as one. You understand me? Yes. You know, when your child, you give your child an instruction and your child is acting according to instruction, will you now kill him? Will you beat him? I am asking. You can't beat him because he's following your instruction. Definitely he will become one of your beloved son or your beloved child, the best child ever. Because any child that followed father's instruction, parental instruction, is always a favorite child. And that's justice. So he's a son of the Finland and a child of the European Union. And what he was doing was in accordance of their instructions. He has never gone astray